Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Bumblebee Corner. My name is Lisa. Today I am going to give you a quick upcycle. I'm trying to find my rhythm here. I've been trying to organize my space. It's kind of like all chaos. I don't do well in the chaos. So I'm trying to kind of organize, clean up, get stuff out of here. So I want to give you a little something. And this is something I've been wanting to try for a really long time. This is something else from Connie from the Painted Photographer. So I've had these for a while. It's a printable. You have to purchase it on Etsy. And I just printed them off. I ordered some rice paper off of Amazon and just printed them off. And I've had them printed off for a while, but I have wood. I was going to put them on wood, but I really wanted a round, like a tin can, like a popcorn tin or something. So finally, a couple weeks ago at an estate sale, I found a couple. So I thought, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. They didn't turn out quite like I wanted them to, but we've all got to learn. And as I do more and more, hopefully I'll get better and better. So I want to show you how I did this. I did the first one, wasn't really crazy about it, so I did a little bit different on the second one, and I'll show you what I did. So let me show you. So my project today, this is also inspired from Connie at the Painted Photographer, so go check her out. She does so many great things. So I love the marshmallow campfire tins, but I never ever see one out in the wild. So then I saw Connie do this little hack and I thought, oh my gosh, that's perfect. I'm going to try it. But then I never found like a round tin. And I really wanted the round tin. So finally I found a couple. There's a little bit bigger one and a little bit smaller one. So there is, over on Etsy is where I got the graphic to print the image for these tins. And you do have to pay for it, but it's really cool. It's inexpensive, and then you can just print it as many times as you want. So I'm going to start out, I'm going to paint both of my tins in this white. I believe this is White Swan. It's DIY, so it's the clay-based paint. And it takes about 2 coats, and then I had to just do some little touch-ups. So I'm going to say maybe 2.5 coats, and I probably should have primed the cans before I started, but I didn't. I get too anxious to get going and get my project going. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get both of these tins painted, and I'm going to paint the lid. Of course, you have to let them dry completely in between coats because you don't want the paint to lift up. So just do the first coat, let it dry completely, or you can use your heat gun. I love the heat gun to speed up the process. And then once they're dry, do the second coat. And then once you get the coverage you want, you can move on. So I'm going to finish getting these painted and let them dry. And I'm going to show you what I do. All right, so this is where the fun starts. So I cut down my image to the size that I needed, and then I'm going to use my DIY liquid patina for my decoupage medium. So here I'm just going to do a little starter strip. So I just kind of lay it down, position it where I want it, and go over top. And then I'm just going to do the same thing until I get the rest of this image down. Now I did print this on rice paper, which is a little bit heavier paper. So you use a little bit more of the liquid patina just to make sure it's really good and adhered on there. So I just keep going until I have the whole thing on. And then I'm just going to let it dry. I'm kind of working out, making sure there's no wrinkles, which with the rice paper, you don't get many wrinkles. So I'm excited to see how these turn out. All right, so now I am going to do the bigger one, and I do the same thing. Just do a little starter strip and get it positioned where I want it, and then I'm just going to continue on the whole thing. Like I said, you want to go a little heavier with the liquid patina or whatever you're using for your decoupage medium, because this paper is a little bit heavier than regular decoupage paper. So let me get this one all down, and then we'll come on and we'll continue on. All right, so now I want to give these tins like an aged look, because usually when you find them, they're old and they've been sitting around, whether maybe in a barn or just in storage, and they do have some age. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm using the weathered wood, which is a DIY paint. And I do like the DIY paint for this because it is water, like it reactivates in water. So once you put it on, and it actually is still wet here, but I'm just going to spray it with water, and I really give it a good spray, in that it just starts dripping down. And then I'm just going to take the DIY paint and I'm just randomly putting it all over the tin. And then I just spray it with water, and that just helps it kind of run down. So I'm kind of just spraying it, and it's kind of running a little bit. So I'm just taking my little paper towel, and I'm just kind of rubbing it, kind of smearing it even more. I just want it to be all over, just so that it looks really aged. And I'm kind of thinking now I should have gone with more of maybe like a crinoline, or maybe more of an off-white. I really didn't care too much for this like bright white of the white swan, but that's what I used. So the next time I think I'll do like a crinoline or something a little more off-white, just to kind of see how those turn out. I mean, I don't mind. These did turn out pretty good. Hopefully as I do more, they'll turn out better and better as time goes on. So I'm just kind of going around the label. Then I'm just kind of dabbing it just to kind of smear it up a little bit, just to kind of give it that aged look. And I just keep doing that around the whole can, just till I get my desired look. Here I'm going to do the same thing along the bottom edge. I'm just putting on that weathered wood, spray it with water, and then just kind of dab it with my paper towel. And it just kind of gives it that aged look. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the bottom. Just kind of randomly put it on there, spray it with water, and then I'm just dabbing it with my napkin until I get that desired look. What do you guys think? Is this something that you will try? Like I said, I learned this from Connie at the Painted Photographer. So go check out her page also. Hers turned out amazing. I don't know if she did these maybe a month or two ago, so you might just have to scroll down a little bit. But I'm going to do the same thing with the lids, just so they match the can. So let me go ahead and get these done, and we'll show you how they're turning out. Here's my second can. I'm going to do the exact same process, just with the paint and the water, and just dab all the excess away. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you watch this. I do like how this can turned out better than the first one. So it just shows that each time you do it, you'll improve. So I can't wait to show you the final result. So let me finish this can, and then I will show you. All right, you guys, tell me what you think. Did they turn out okay? I don't know. I'm sitting here looking at them in front of me and it's like, I guess maybe, I think the bigger one, I think I like the bigger one just a little bit better. They're still kind of drying a little bit. Let me know what you think. If maybe you'll try this technique. Maybe you have some tips and tricks for me. I love tips and tricks. I love to hear your feedback, your ideas, maybe things you think I should change or do a little bit different. I like to hear it all. So let me know that in the comments. So I hope this is something you'll try. I hope you got some inspiration. And I will, well, first of all, you know you got to hit all the buttons, the subscribe, like, notification, all that stuff. You know the drill. But anyway, I will see you next time, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.